Today, our plan is to circumnavigate Little Tybee Island. It's a 22-mile paddle and requires careful timing to catch the currents. But there's a problem.
Look at the current.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So this is the boat ramp at Tybee Island. The wind is just blowing. So we're thinking about coming up with another expedition today.
Too much wind. That's just the bottom line. This sucks. It's too much wind.
And if it's this windy here, it's going to be a lot worse in the ocean.
Well, we're having to change our plans.
We knew the wind was going to be pushing the limit, but when we went to scout the put-in at Little Tybee Island this morning, the surface current looked maybe more than we could paddle against.
Can we do it?
Probably.
Would we have fun?
No.
No. So we came to historic Ebenezer Creek. Now this is one of the first kayak paddles that we ever did, and we came here originally because there was bad weather. So once again, history is repeating itself, and it's all part of RC kayak life.
The world is trying to break it down. There's no easy way to be found. Don't be discouraged. Don't shy away. 'Cause you know you're close to shining through. And there's nothing that can stop you. If you just keep believing, just keep the faith, you'll see everything's about to change, yeah. It's the start of a brand new day. It's the start of a brand new day. A brand new day.
Ebenezer is considered a black water creek. The water is the color of tea. This is from the tree leaves and vegetation staining the water.
It's just amazing how reflective the water is.
The dark water brings brilliant reflections. Sometimes it's difficult to distinguish what is real and what is reflection.
Think about this little bit of wind we're fighting and what it would have been like on the ocean. And it's warmed up.
Well, I hate to say it, we couldn't have done anything prettier.
I know, this is a good call. This is amazing. Look at all this.
Our trip today on this canopied creek will meander us to the Savannah River. We'll travel a total of 14 miles.
You know, we don't know what to expect. Remember, sometimes it was almost blocked.
Mark's concerns are valid. We've run into thick lily pads that congest the waterway, as well as fallen trees.
It's getting narrow.
And right on cue, we see our first blockage.
I hope we can get over this. There's a tree here. You know, we're gonna have to pick up speed.
Shortly after, another block. This time, there's no getting through.
I think we're just gonna have to get out here and look.
With no way around, it's time to portage.
Well, I hope we don't have to do this again. One time wouldn't be too bad. One time, I say, we come to something else, that's it. Wasn't meant to be.
We take a short break and make the decision to go back because it's likely that there will be more blockages. We'll drop in further downstream where the creek widens.
All right, another change of plans. A lot of blockages on the creek today.
I think we were doing more walking in the woods than we were paddling on the creek.
Yeah, it wasn't any fun carrying those boats. So we're gonna look for another put-in and try to make our way to the Savannah River. Well, I think I'm about packed up.
Yeah, I might change my shoes.
What do those girls want?
I gotta figure out where we're going.
Excuse
What
me?
girls?
Hang on,
Oh
let me go talk to them.
gosh. Are you serious?
Now, I've been known to talk to just about anyone about kayaking. Mark calls me the Sea Kayak Ambassador. He sometimes gets a little annoyed by my lengthy conversations. In this case, two unusual ladies were interested in taking a trip down the creek. Now, these girls did not look like kayaking types, and when I told them that they probably would see alligators, they decided that kayaking might not be their thing. Then I told them to watch out for snakes if they use the public bathroom there, and that's when they quickly got back into their car.
What was that all about?
Oh my gosh, it was the craziest conversation.
What were they saying?
They were just asking me questions about kayaking.
One of the things that we've learned over the years is that problems or a change of plans is just part of the adventure. A funny conversation or situation, it's truly part of our sea kayak life.
Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. I never understood that life can be this good.
I mentioned that Ebenezer Creek is historic. Like the tea-colored water, this area is steeped in American history. One tragic story, in 1864 a bridge was destroyed, leaving 5,000 freed slaves stranded between the Confederate and Union armies. Most drowned trying to cross the swollen creek. Because of this tragedy, President Lincoln set aside 400,000 coastal acres for former slaves to settle. Their ancestors still live there.
So what we don't understand is what these poles are. Were these like an old bridge?
We made it to the Savannah River. Across the river is South Carolina, and 20 miles south is Savannah. The leaves have fallen and have left the landscape brown, much like the sediment-rich Savannah River.
Oh my days. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Never understood that life can be this good.
We decided to stretch our legs and explore the Ebenezer settlement. Ebenezer was one of Georgia's first settlements in 1730 by religious refugees. A Lutheran church was built in 1767. The church is still active and is the oldest Lutheran church in the country and is the oldest church in Georgia. Heading back, the sun is much lower, causing harsh shadows. It looks like another world.
These trees are so cool. They look like they're from Lord of the Rings.
It looks like Jurassic Park or something. Just saw a really big owl fly out. He was really big, really big. Flew right in between us. No trespassing? No kidding. Bet there's dead bodies up in that house.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm certain of it.
I mean, that literally looks like, let's hide behind the chainsaws.
So what started out as a pretty lousy day turned into a pretty great day.
We went about 10 miles on Ebenezer Creek, which is pretty respectable, and saw some wildlife, a couple of alligators. I'm sure there were more.
Probably so.
And-
Every time we heard a splash.
We were like, no, that's not an alligator.
Sure, it's a fish.
But we didn't freeze to death.
We weren't cold, and we had
We didn't get swept out to sea either.
no. So we had a lot of fun, and it was a great paddle day. Beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful area to paddle, and just one more adventure of our sea kayak life.